The first week of 2024, the US market opened around the high and closed around the low. It is very similar to that of in 2022 and 2023, where in 2022, the first week, it also opened around the high and closed around the low. And for the whole entire year, it developed into a downtrend. And the crossover to 2023, the first week, it has this pivot point. You can call it a hammer, and the rest of the year, it developed into an uptrend. And what is the market telling us from the first week of 2024 and the direction for the rest of the year? And we're going to match the fundamental reason with this technical observation over the last 2 years. Also, what is the key fundamental reason that we should be looking out for in 2024? My name is Kon Hao. My work in this channel, as always, is to study into behavior science and finance, discover the correlations between different markets, and to uncover potential opportunities. And before we discuss about this topic, please do take some time to read into the disclaimer. One of the key reasons why the first week of 2024 performed pretty poorly is because of the interest rate or the inflation. In 2022, the collapse, it was because of inflation. And in 2023, the recovery, it was also because of a lowering of inflation. Therefore, the inflation and interest rate will still be the key trigger in 2024. And let's look at what happened during the first week of 2024. And what we're looking at here is the interest rate or the 10 years yield futures. And before we discuss about the first week of 2024, let's look at the last 2 months of 2023. And so basically the futures traders are expecting the interest rate to come down. And that's what we could see from about 5% is coming near to around 4%, which means that the futures trader are expecting 100 basis point lower in interest rate. And we could see that during the last 2 months, the NASDAQ or the US market rally because of a lowering of interest rate expectation. But what happened to the first week, the sell down, it was because of the interest rate as well. They are expecting the interest rate to move up from here. And that we can see that the first week performed pretty poorly. And we're going to do a case study of what happened to the whole year of 2022 and 2023, not just on the technical reason, but the fundamental build-up causing a delay effect on the technical reason. Now let's discuss about what happened to this 2022 sell-off. And let's look at some fundamental reason in 2021. In February 2021, the inflation was at 1.68%. And within a year, in January 2022, the inflation rise to 6.4%. And somewhere around the end of 2021, the Fed came to clarify that this inflation, it was transitory. Their explanation is that the inflation is short-term, is because of the post-pandemic, where the shops are open, the shoppers are back in the street, and it caused this inflation. But I'm feeling very uncomfortable because it never happened in my lifetime where I saw that inflation at 1.6 to 6.4 within a year. And I know fundamentally it is off. Now, what I did was I plot this uptrend line in the NASDAQ. Now I'm waiting for the technical reason. The moment it starts to break below with inflation still stay on high, I will know exactly what to do. The trend may have turned. And indeed, for the whole year of 2022, we could see that the NASDAQ developed into the downtrend. So basically, the whole strategy is to sell into strength. So from 6.4%, we also understood that in June 2022, the inflation rise to 9%, and that's around here. And we could see that the NASDAQ continued to fall for the rest of 2022. But at the turn of 2023, I do notice that the inflation at half 9% improved to 6.4%. And that's an improvement. And at the point in time, the market still around the low. So what I did was in the reverse method is I plot this downtrend line. And fundamentally, it was an improvement. And my timing was that the moment it broke above this downtrend line, I will turn from a seller to a buyer. And that's exactly what happened to 2023. Of course, each month I continue to monitor the inflation numbers. It continued to improve. And that's where what we saw here is that the whole Nasdaq continue to improve. And what could be the fundamental reason and the technical reason in 2024? But let me just plot out what happened in 2024 based on 2023 reference. And you could see that I plot this uptrend line. So technical reason, my feeling is that I think it will continue to move up based on the technical reason, and inflation seems to be under control. But my concern is the fundamental reason. It's always about this year in 2024 is always about inflation and interest rate. Now, what could cause the inflation to move up? One of the key reasons I'm observing very closely is the expansion of the geopolitical tension. Now, which is already happening right now. There's always a delay effect. When that happens, inflation will subsequently pick up. So fundamental reason, I'm getting ready. Now, the moment it starts to break below this uptrend line, I will know exactly what to do, which is to hedge or to sell into strength. In conclusion, and this move over the last 2 years, it could develop into a double top. Now let me just squeeze the chart that we could see. It could develop into a double top. And I believe that the fundamental development will give us more information if this double top is going to take place before a delayed technical sell-off. Stay tuned for my coming tutorial and remember to subscribe to my channel. The market are always telling us on their next move. Join us in our weekly case study and discussion. Click on my profile icon to find out more. Feel free to leave any comments below. I love to exchange ideas with you. Really happy that you stayed through this tutorial. You have many great trading weeks ahead.